Hey guys, Joebizz34 back with another custom figure to show you guys. This time it's another one that's actually done by me. Um, it is from The Thing. It is supposed to be, Kurt Russell as MacReady. And, there was a lot of things that brought this figure together. A lot of things that kind of just ended up being right for it. For example, um, I had seen others do this custom, and I wanted to always do one myself. And I got motivated mainly because of the head sculpt. There's not that many Kurt Russell Thing or MacReady head sculpts out there. There's a couple that resemble him. I know Hot Toys had one that some people use that wasn't really officially him, but looked like him with the beard and all that. And then there's other guys now. I know that there's some guys that are going to be making one, but at the time that I built this, which was late last year, I didn't really have one to work with. So I don't really get into too much about the head sculpt or the origins of it, but I will say that the only thing I will tell you is that I kind of used my imagination, because this head sculpt was not originally made to be a MacReady head sculpt. It was repurposed by me. It was meant to be something else, and it didn't kind of work out. And I'm not going to go into, what that's about, but I had it in my possession. It kept bugging me because I kept thinking that it reminded me of somebody, and that's when it clicked that it reminded me of Kurt Russell from The Thing. So that I went ahead and finished customizing it to make it more fitting for that movie. I altered the hair, and I added some hair and cut some hair in places that needed it, and weathered it and all that stuff. So with all that done, and with the goggles and the hoodie on, it pretty much looks like him. So it worked out well. So the goggles I had from another custom, I think like a zombie figure or something I bought a while back for other purposes, and I had these goggles, and it actually worked out good because he wears ones that are similar to these in the movie. And the gray hoodie, and the flight jacket that he wears is pretty close to the one worn in the movie, and obviously I weathered it up with white gesso to make the snow ice effect, and then I followed that up with some, dry brushing and putting some gloss varnish, medium gloss varnish in places to kind of make it glisten. So I was able to focus in here so you can kind of really get a good look at the jacket. And as you can see, I think I was pretty successful with creating the frost, kind of wet snow patchiness of the snow on the jacket look. There is a certain shine to the jacket, you could see. Like I said, it does look better in person. The camera can only pick up so much, but that's pretty much that. Let me get back out here. Zoom it back out. Get it right for the okay. So I got the jacket from eBay. I think it's a dragon. The head sculpt I told you I got and repurposed it. It wasn't really meant for him originally, but it became him. The hoodie I got from a website on the internet. Picked up the lantern from eBay too, and weathered that to kind of match the icy, snowy look of the rest of them. I got the flares off somebody on eBay too, or the dynamite sticks I should say. Added the straps to hold the sticks in place, just like you see on screen. I got the belt and holster, and the gun, and the boots I had previously from another figure. The pants are an extra pair of pants I had. Kind of works for this figure because it kind of has the cargo pant look like that. I think it might be an actual one-piece aviator suit under there, but this looked good enough with the cover, with the jacket and everything with it. And it has the side pockets. It's actually, I think, from one of the Terminator, Hot Toys Terminator 1, the one with the the one with the funny-looking head sculpt that they call, I guess, a hamburger face. I think it's extra pants from that one, and it works well for this. The Blowtorch also, I think it's either a Dragon or Soldier Story accessory. I'm sure you guys have seen this before. So he's wearing his Blowtorch, and I did glisten that with some more varnish to kind of give it and weathered it somewhat to give it to look like some ice or, wet residue is on it. A lot of detail. I really worked hard on this one because he's got a lot of little things. I think somebody pointed out to add the cowboy hat, like some other people have done on there, on the internet and stuff. But I really had nowhere to put the cowboy hat. Considering that he has the blowtorch, I didn't really there was really nowhere to hang the hat on the back of him, so I decided to skip that. Be honest with you, and I don't mean to sound like a snob, but I kind of didn't like the hat on him. I think he kind of looked stupid. Kind of looked a little dorky. I mean, I know this was made back in the 70s or early 80s, but I didn't really like that look on him. I liked him better when he looked like this anyway, so that's just my preference. And I did add to the tip of the blowtorch, so I can zoom in there so you can get a better look. So you can see a real close-up of the flame. This is actually cotton that I glued to the tip and painted orange over it. I left a little of the white in there, kind of like the white part of the flame, and it came out pretty good. And I've seen other customizers try, use this trick. I think One's Customs used it once on a torch for his Cropsy, and I've seen it other. So that's what gave me the idea. But I wanted to do it to a small degree. I think somebody had asked me like why I didn't use more of it, and it's honestly because it wasn't the look I was going for at the moment. I mean, I was really kind of working on him when he's kind of like hunting, and he's got the he's ready, he's got his dynamite, he's got his lantern for light, he's got his gun, and he's got the torch on, but it's kind of got like a small flame because he's kind of got it on and ready to launch it if he has to, but it's not in full force. You know what I mean? So that's kind of why I made it look the way it did. I just wanted a subtle flame there to show like he's in the process of, he's got it going as a source of light, heat, or just being ready to shoot it if something came at him. So that's pretty much it. I'm pretty proud of the way he came out. I think overall this is the most detail I put into a figure. Paying attention, almost like building a military figure. With all these little knickknacks. So that's it. So this is my MacReady Thing Custom. Now I did promise that I was gonna do one of the Thing creatures, and I'm still contemplating and working on that. It's been a while since I bumped my Thing thread on Sideshow, so I'm gonna put this video link in there so you guys can watch it, and I promise that I will have a Thing creature to show with it soon. And that's it. Okay, this is my Thing MacReady Custom. Awesome cult movie, cult classic as far as I'm concerned. And there's plenty of other awesome MacReady customs out there I've seen, so congrats to everybody else that's done this as well. And this is just my contribution to it, doing another version of him. Alright, till next time, this is Joebizz34. Peace out, everybody.